Hi, this is Sean Murphy. Welcome to Crash Course World History, and today we're finally going to be going through the battle that turned the tide of World War II, the Battle of Midway. Now, you're probably asking yourself, what is this battle that I speak of? It sounds so interesting. I'm dying to know more. And lucky for you, you've come to the right place. So, the Battle of Midway was a 3-day battle from 3rd of June to the 6th of June 1942 between America and Japan, who were fighting over the island of Midway. Prior to the battle, the island of Midway was being used as a US base, and as Japan was making a push through in the Pacific, looking to gain territory in the oceanic countries, that base had to be eliminated ASAP. Because the Japanese Navy greatly outnumbered that of the Midway Navy, Japan was planning a surprise attack on Midway Island. But, and this is a huge but, the US intelligence was listening in on the Japanese comms, and they knew that Japan was going to launch a surprise attack somewhere. They didn't know specifically where, but they narrowed it down to between Midway Islands and Aleutian Islands. So, they went and radioed in on the Midway base and told them to send in a fake report that their water supplies were running low to see how the Japanese would react on their side of the comms. And surely enough, the Japanese did react and said, "Alright, it's time to launch the attack now. Their water supply is low." So that's how the US military knew that Japan would be launching an attack on Midway. So by this point, Japan had woken the beast, the greatest military in history, the American military. America, seeing if I have an American patriotic flag here, but I don't. But, yeah, anyway. They awoken the American military, and when they arrived at Midway, they were met by way greater numbers than they expected. And this battle ended in 3 days, like you heard. So yes, it was a good plan at the start of Japan, but thanks to the US intelligence, America was able to backfire their plan and come out on top. So yeah, because of this decisive victory, America walked away from this battle with only 1 carrier lost, whereas Japan, on the other hand, had lost 4 whole carriers. So because of this, America was able to go on the offensive with Japan on the defensive, but we'll get into this on another Crash Course episode. Mr. Murphy? I'm gonna be honest here, I didn't understand anything you said. Do you reckon, could you please repeat it? You know what, me from the past, I'm pretty sure I explained that pretty well, but because of your low IQ, I have prepared a special video for you if you find it hard to concentrate on somebody talking and require more visual point of view. So yeah, but before I show you this video, this flag that's on the screen right now is the flag of Midway, just for some context before I show you the video. And yeah, this video is basically just a brief overview of the Battle of Midway. I like to call it the Battle of Midway in a nutshell. Roll it.
You're going to attack our island.
Well, it's about time you figured that out. I've been dropping hints like crazy.
I am a slow learner. I'm gonna turn you over to the
US military.
Of course you should, but you're not sure. Wait, where are you going?
I'm calling them right now.
No, no!
Master, I've discovered a terrible truth.
Japan is trying to capture Midway. I'll send backup.
Please hurry.
Don't let him leave. Okay, now I know you think just whipping out
Most powerful military in the world.
makes you look intimidating. This is possibly
The turning point of this war.
what we're talking about. So whatever you do, don't just let him stab you slowly or something stupid like that. Expect severe resistance, understand? We are
The most powerful military in the world.
crying out loud. Got it?
It's treason.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
At last,
Our biggest enemy.
this is destroyed.
Oh, he's not
Your biggest enemy. Your biggest enemy.
Misa
Nazi Germany.
and you're something big, dirter this time.
Enough is enough! I've had it with
The Triple Alliance.
in this nerve-hurting Senate.
Thanks, Mr. Murphy. That helped a bunch. No problem, me from the past. Now that we know the basics of the Battle of Midway, it's time to get into the juicy stuff. Now, what was the most powerful unit that led to the Triple Entente's victory against the Triple Alliance, you may ask? Without a debate, it was the carriers. On the screen, you'll see images of some of the carriers that were used in the Battle of Midway. The purpose of these carriers is to carry aircrafts, hence the name. These carriers were the size of over 2 of the MCG's football stadiums combined, and the US's carriers could transport just short of 100 planes each. Now on the screen, you'll see a video of the planes taking off from the carrier. This just outlines the purpose of the carrier, which is to transport these planes to places where it wouldn't normally be able to go. So the reason why the Battle of Midway was such a huge turning point in the war is because in this battle Japan lost 3 whole carriers, and prior to the battle, Japan could do whatever they want. They could carry about 350 planes together and just pretty much take whatever they wanted because of that massive force. But America put a stop to this, while in the process only losing 1 carrier, meaning that now America had the advantage over Japan, not to mention that America's carriers were much bigger and much more durable and stronger than the Japanese carriers. So yeah, thanks to the Battle of Midway and thanks to America wiping out 3 of Japan's carriers, America was then able to take back the Pacific and go on to win the war. Most historians argue that the Battle of Midway was more than just a battle over an island. And what historian is more reliable than Winston Churchill himself? Winston Churchill's point of view on America's victory against Japan is, "This memorable American victory was of cardinal importance, not only to the United States, but to the whole Allied cause." What he means by this is that America's victory was far more than just protecting an island. America's victory meant a complete halt to Japan's push, which allowed the Triple Entente to gather all their troops to go and push Germany back into Germany. So, who knows? What if America had lost the Battle of Midway? What if Japan was to capture Midway, have control of the Pacific, go on to capture Hawaii, go on to capture other oceanic islands, maybe even Australia? Who knows what would have happened? All we can be sure of is that America winning the Battle of Midway was an important role in the bigger picture of World War II. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next Crash Course episode.